Yo, what is up guys? My name is Z-Legend and today I want to thank you for clicking on my BO3 COD series. That's awesome. I want to show you guys today how to kill a camper. Because camping is the most annoying thing ever in Black Ops 3 and there's a lot of people that do it. Yeah, they made it harder to camp from Black Ops 2. It's harder to camp now in Black Ops 3, but that didn't stop anybody from adapting. So we're gonna learn how to counter these campers, what class to use. You guys are gonna get a class set up as well as some strategies to actually get them out of that corner, out of that room, wherever they're camping. And if that interests you, then don't go anywhere guys, because we're just getting started. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to say, first and foremost, before anything else, you have to be patient, okay? You gotta be patient because these guys, they are probably skilled. It's probably not their first time camping. You have to remain patient because that's what they want. They want you to go crazy. They want you to just barge in there, run in there time after time so that they can kill you easily because, you know, they're already waiting for you. So that's what they want, and you have to take that away from them. So once you've learned to control yourself, once you've learned to get a grip on your patience, you can move on to step 2 here. So you're going to need a good class setup. You're going to need one that's made especially to get campers out of the corners that they're in, out of their rooms, and I got one for you guys right here, right now, so pay attention. Look at your screen. Right now, we got a VMP as a primary. I like the VMP because usually they're stuck, or you know, they hide in small rooms, right? So I think that's probably the best. You know, the VMP is actually one of the best SMGs, if not the best, in Black Ops 3. I actually have a video on that. You might want to check that out. But yeah, let's go with the VMP, and you want to throw a suppressor on it. Now, I understand that a suppressor is actually kind of risky because the VMP already has like really bad range, so throwing a suppressor on there might make it worse, but you have to remember that this class is for campers only. You're not supposed to be rushing with this class. You're just using it to get campers out of rooms, which I think works great. I think a suppressor was great because you don't want them to know where you are. Usually if they're camping, they like to run UAVs. You don't want to be seen on an enemy UAV, or you know, just on the radar in general. So definitely run a suppressor, and then you're gonna want to run FMJ. I think it's actually a good idea to run FMJ because since you can shoot through the walls with it, you know what campers do is they like to guard themselves with these trip mines and with these shock charges and shit. So they guard themselves with that, and it's probably better if you know exactly where they're located. You can probably just shoot through the wall and not have to be in there to actually take them out, which is a great advantage. So FMJ attachment is definitely suggested. Now for a secondary, you don't need a secondary. I don't really think you need a secondary. Now for the grenade, I recommend a frag simply because usually your camper guy will not hide right at the entrance. They'll probably hide to the side a little bit so that they have an upper hand. If you just barge in, if you just run in, they kind of have an upper hand because they're not like right in front of you. So a frag grenade is good because you can throw that and it'll bounce off the walls, and you can take it to your advantage. You know, just bounce the frag off the walls, and that way it may actually hit the guy and explode him. So definitely run that. Tactical, you may want to run an EMP simply because usually campers have a lot of equipment around. They may have a trophy system, they may have shock charges, they may have trip mines, etc. They may have the turret, they may have the guardian, they may have all these other kinds of stuff, and an EMP can literally just wipe that out, just take it away from them. So definitely you want to run one of those. So for perk 1, you're gonna want to run ghosts because you don't want to be seen on the radar. It's the same reason you're running suppressor on the VMP. And then you're gonna want to run the Sixth Sense because you can see where people are. It literally highlights things in red, which is freaking awesome. It gives you such an advantage. Definitely want to run that, definitely. So for tier 2, you're gonna want to run engineer simply because of the fact that these campers, like I said earlier, they like to protect themselves. So you have to protect yourself from their shock charges, from their trip mines, and all that stuff. So you do want to run an engineer, definitely also. And then for tier 3, you're going to want to run blast suppressor for the same reason that you're running the suppressor on the VMP and you're running ghost. You have to stay invisible. You got to be a ghost, literally. Okay, so specialist, you want to run vision pulse. This thing is so useful if you're trying to get campers out because it's like a threat grenade from advanced warfare. You want to run vision pulse specialist. That's the outrider. Definitely run her. And then the Scorestreaks, UAV, and then the counter UAV. The third Scorestreak is actually just up to you guys. If you want a third one from me, I probably would recommend mostly the 8CXD, simply because you can kind of just like throw it in there and just like see if maybe you can kill the guy that's camping in there, but it's not that useful for that. So that's why I just leave it up to you guys. But if you guys want to try it, you guys can. I've tried it. I've had success with it, and I've also failed with it. I guess it just depends. But the UAV and the counter UAV, you most definitely absolutely want those. And that pretty much covers it for the class. That's your class. Now, all you have to do is just be careful. That's it. You're not gonna go in there running like a motherfucker all crazy and shit. You can't go in there like that because that's what they want. Just be careful. That's it. Throw some grenades in there, see if that works. Maybe try your vision pulse, see where they are. Try your FMJ shit so that you can shoot through the wall. And by the way, you know, the vision pulse and the FMJ work wonderful. They work hand in hand. But if you don't have the vision pulse, earn the vision pulse first. You want to earn it on the battlefield first and then go for the camper because you want to be prepared. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all that I can teach you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Share the video. Everything helps, all the exposure. Now, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope I see you guys again as well. And if I do, then I'll catch you in the next one.